Alright, this is going to be one of the shortest videos I'm going to make. It's a very simple concept. It's a feature introduced with ES6. Default function parameters. So let's take a look at this example. I have a function here called sendMessage. We've got some kind of messaging system. It requires three things to be passed in: an email address, a message, and a title, a subject line for the message being sent. Now, my code, I'm checking if email and message are not included, return false. So this is going to just fail outright if those things aren't sent. Those are both required parameters. Now, the title, subject line, that's not necessarily a required parameter. That could be something that's optional. Now, all the function is doing is currently writing out the title and writing out whatever the message is that's being sent. I'm not doing anything with the email address. Let's just pretend there's some fancy code in there that's doing something to send a message. So I'm calling the function twice. First time I'm providing the email, I'm providing a message, and I'm providing a title. The second time I'm providing a title, I'm providing a message, an email and a message, but I'm not providing a title. So if I run that, there's my title, there's my message, no problems. The second one, I'm getting this kind of ugly, undefined, because that's what this variable is. It's been declared here, title. I've declared it because it was part of the function signature, but it doesn't have a value yet. Nothing's been assigned to it. So internally, JavaScript looks at that and says that variable is undefined. I have no idea what the data type is. I have no idea what's inside of it. So right now it's ugly. It's functional, but it's kind of ugly. If I was to do something, let's say I wanted to capitalize the subject line, the titles for each one of these messages. So we could say that title is equal to title to uppercase. So something fairly innocuous. We want to run that code again. Now, see, all I did was try to convert it to uppercase to display the subject line more like this in all caps. That has failed simply because title wasn't defined. There was no value provided. I called the function. Email and message, the two required parameters, were there, but title was not. Title was an optional parameter, so I didn't provide it. But I haven't done anything in my code to handle that. Now we could, inside of our code, do something like this. Title equals title or empty string. That's going to solve my problem. There we go. Just blank. Takes an empty string. This is a string. Strings can be converted to uppercase. Not a problem. However, it did require me to write this extra line of code where I was testing to see what the value is. That's where default function parameters come in. It lets us do this right inside the signature for the function. So if I comment this out, I just go up in here and say, hey, okay, if this is not provided, create it, and this is what I want you to assign to title. So we run that one more time. There we go, same result. So this did the same thing as this. I could do something like that. And there it is, message. So this is the default value that title is given, but only if title is not provided. So my first one, good news, it was provided. The second one, nothing was provided. So message became the value of title without me having to do anything else. I just define it here as the default value for that parameter. And that's all there is to default parameters in ES6. If you have any questions, please add them in the comments.